Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Intro to Microeconomics at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the chapters 3 and 4 activities that I finished grading yesterday. And then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for chapters 5 and 6. Alright, so the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the chapters 3 and 4 activities yesterday. If you haven't already gone in and looked at your grades for those activities and read the corresponding grading comments, go ahead and do that as soon as you can. And let me know if you have any questions at all. Most of you did well on those activities. There were a few of you that I think struggled on some of the assignment questions, especially the question that dealt with demand and quantity demanded and the law of demand and so forth. So I have created a video that I'm going to post today on the announcements page and also on the activities page so that you can watch that. If you still are having problems understanding the law of demand and all the concepts that go with that, that video should help you. If you still have questions after watching the video, just let me know and I'll be glad to help you in any way I can. All right? But it is critical to understand not only the law of demand, but also the law of supply when we are continuing through the semester here, because we are going to basically use that basic law of demand and supply and how they combine to create markets. We're going to use that information as the foundation for everything else we're going to discuss this semester. So that's how important it is. So make sure that if you are still struggling to understand it, let me know. Watch the video. Hopefully that will help you. If you, like I said, if you still have questions, just let me know. The discussion that we had for chapters 3 and 4 that dealt with the market for professional basketball, specifically the NBA, I thought that went really well. I really appreciate everyone's participation on the discussion. I really enjoyed reading everyone's comments, and hopefully that discussion helped you to better understand the practical application of the law of demand and the law of supply and how they are come together to form markets, market quantity and market prices. All right, so like I said, keep up the good work on that. The objective test that we had over chapters 3 and 4, I thought that most of you did well on that. Just as a reminder, though, you can take that test, those chapter tests, as many times as you want to, up until the due date, and your highest grade is automatically recorded. Also, just as a reminder, you will be using those chapter tests as one of the main resources to use to study for the midterm and final exams. And I will open those up for review later in this semester. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so that brings us to what we've got coming up due for our next set of activities. So let's go to the activities page here. You'll notice we're on week 4 of the semester. Doesn't seem like we should already be on week 4, but we are. So that means right now we're really about a quarter of the way, close to a quarter of the way through the semester. Now, you'll notice under week 4, we don't have anything due this week, but we do have our next set of activities due the first day of next week. So don't let the next set of activities sneak up on you. The activities are organized by due date, and so even though that week 5 goes from February 11th through February 17th, that doesn't automatically mean that the activities under that week 5 heading are due at the end of that week. That they can be due the first day of the week, and that's the situation that we have here. So just kind of be working on chapters 5 and 6 during this week so that you're not trying to get it all done on Sunday, the day that it's due. Okay. Now, chapter 5 deals with elasticity of demand and supply. So Now that we understand the law of demand and supply, we've covered that in chapter 4. Now we are ready to look at how responsive quantity demanded and quantity supplied is to price. We know that there's an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, and a positive relationship between price and quantity supplied. But now what we're going to do is study how responsive. There are certain goods that are very responsive to price changes. There are other goods that are less responsive to price changes, depending on the characteristics of the good that we're looking at. And so it's not only important to understand basic supply and demand, but it's also important to understand that responsiveness or elasticity of demand and supply. All right? Because that's one of the things that helps businesses determine prices of goods. So just kind of keep that in mind. Chapter 6 deals with consumer choice and demand. Specifically in Chapter 6, we're going to be looking at what's called utility analysis. So we're going to kind of take what we've learned about supply and demand and the elasticity of both of those, and then look at how consumers actually decide how they're going to use their scarce resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. So in other words, how they determine what goods and services they're going to consume based on the basic idea that they're trying to maximize their satisfaction or utility. And that's really all utility is. It's just another name for satisfaction. All right? So we're going to learn how, what process consumers go through to actually maximize their utility or satisfaction from consumption. All right? And then, so as you're working through chapters 5 and 6, again, those activities are due by Sunday, February 11th. And as you're working on those, make sure that you're making use of all the learning resources available to you. Of course, the textbook, you've got the videos that I've linked, the PowerPoint slides that are on the assignment page and on the activities page in Miles Arca. And what other, you can also search for information online if you want to help you understand the concepts. But just remember, when you're doing your assignment and your discussion, make sure that you're putting the information into your own words. Don't use the words of someone else or from the video. Make sure you're putting the information into your own words when you're doing the activities. All right? And that's really all I have for you for today. So be working on that. Let me know if you have questions. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And I will talk to you again sometime next week. Thank you.